Stop for a second and look at the calendar. We are already in May 2026. It feels like New Year's Eve was yesterday, right? But almost half of the year is already behind us. And I want to ask you something that may be very uncomfortable. That is where you want to be in December 2026. If you started January with the goal that 2026 would be your year with English, but you feel your pace has slowed down or that you're still stuck making the same mistakes, then you're at a crucial moment. May is definitely the turning point because it's when you can recalculate your route, or you will reach December feeling that you have another unfulfilled promise. And I don't want that to happen to you. So today I'm here to help you with the situation. Hello friends, welcome to your Christian Productivity channel. I am Luciana Sampaio. Science explained this through the learning plateau. At the beginning, process is visible and fast, which generates dopamine. But after a few months, you enter the consolidation phase. Progress seems to stall, even though your brain is building deep neural connections. This happens mainly because of the learning curve and marginal gains. I don't know if this already happened to you, but when you were in the beginner level, you know that it was easier, right? So learning how to say, hello, my name is Luciana, I am 23 years old. It's easy, right? We already heard that many times. That's why it's easier, and the brain releases so much dopamine because you feel that you are learning, that you are progressing, and it feels fast. But when you get into the intermediate level, things change a lot. Because right now, you're not just learning like 1,000 words, you need to learn 1,000 phrases, and it's pretty hard. Progress still exists, but it becomes incremental, not exponential, since the gain is smaller compared to the total amount you already know. The subjective feeling is that you've stopped learning. I guess that we understand something that is not right. That is, you can learn in a faster way and in a way that you won't feel uncomfortable. Please understand that things do become tiring, but this is not an invitation to quit, it's an invitation to keep going. And you can do this in two ways. The first one is to continuing using your strategy, because if you look 5 months back, you can notice, okay, I have improved a lot with my English. That's why I will keep using the same strategy. But if you look back and see that you have not progressed, you need to try to do something else. You need to try to change your path. E para você que chegou até essa parte do vídeo, tem uma boa notícia. Ao acessar o primeiro link da descrição e aplicar o cupom GO20, você terá 20% de desconto no meu mini curso com aulas para desenvolver a sua fala no inglês. E assim você vai conseguir ter a fluidez que eu tenho hoje. O acesso é vitalício, então conforme for adicionando novas aulas, você continua tendo acesso. Aproveite! If you understand that you need to change your path, maybe the first thing that you need to think is this point. Maybe you feel so exhausted because you're trying to learn and you're trying to study for a long time and your brain don't want that. Studying 15 focused minutes every day is infinitely better than studying for hours only on Saturday. Many people have a routine change and English is the first thing to be dropped. But when it's a priority, you will study, even if it's the most exhausting day of the year. So before you decided to give up studying English, before you do this, you need to try to respect your new routine. So the idea is that people usually give up on English, but that's not right. You need to try to change the way that you study and to make a little bit easier so you can keep studying. You can study less, but is still study, because that's really important. You stop thinking that when I say studying, I mean that you need to dedicate hours and hours and this needs to be stressful for you. No, it can be minutes and it can be something that you feel that is nice. And of course that you can adapt. If you don't have time to sit and try to study English, you can do something else. You can listen to a content. You can try to talk to yourself about your day and try to describe what happened to you. It can be something simple schedule so you can still work and still study. Something that also can help you a lot when we are talking about changing your path, or even though you're not going to change the strategy that you're using to learn English, this is really important, that is setting goals. The brain needs tangible goals so it doesn't get lost. So sometimes people say, okay, my goal is to speak English, but that's not enough. You need to be more specific. Like this kind of goals. To June and July, you can set that you have to be able to understand 50% of a video by a native YouTuber on a topic you like. In September, you can set that you need to exchange messages or voice notes with a foreigner or on conversation apps. And in November, you can set that you need to be able to watch a movie you already know with no subtitles at all. Notice that these are specific goals. You're not just setting something like, okay, I need to learn English in 2026. No, that's not enough. You need to set goals that are specific. Remember, what you do in May 2026 defines what your January 2027 will look like. If you adjust your schedule now, in December, you won't be trying to start. You will be repeating the results. Imagine ending this year able to participate in a meeting, understand your favorite song, or plan an international trip without fear. December will arrive no matter what you do right now. Time will pass regardless of your actions. The only thing that you need to ask yourself is that your English will be better or not. There's still time to save your 2026. You don't need to give up right now. Don't throw everything in the trash, so try to change your path. If you want to, tell me in the comments what you're gonna do to try to change and to actually learn this language this year. What is the biggest burden that's making you want to quit right now in May? Try to put this aside, because I know that you can do this. And if you feel that in January you decided a study schedule that is not working anymore, you can check out this video, because in this one I help you to structure a new one. I see you in the next one, and remember, you are loved. Bye!